What led or what motivated you to go for masters?
So I already told you I got some NITs, but I was not very much satisfied with the course curriculum.
What strategy you have followed for the GATE preparation?
I used to sit around like 9 to 10 hours of sitting easily. So make a plan with deadlines.
What is your initial impressions on IIT Guwahati campus?
From my hostel room, I used to see sunrise coming from mountains.
In these 2 years, what subjects or what languages or what skills you have learned?
Majorly I was doing coding in PyTorch, and then I started learning deep learning, then machine learning. So I made a foundationally strong background in AI/ML, and so that's why I was able to crack Samsung research also.
How is your placements interview experience?
Like, experience is very tiring because like you have to face a lot of rejections. You have to stay very strong because you will see that your friends are getting praised and you're not getting any calls. So it will require a lot of your motivation. Like the people who are not very much into studies will get placed before you.
What is the role of AI in the next 1 decade?
If you are not adapting yourself with the AI, and if you're not improving with the help of AI, then definitely AI will take your job.
Samsung, it is a famous and well-known brand for its electronic products across the globe. Products like smartphones, smartwatches, laptops, LED televisions, air conditioners, and the list keep goes on. So meanwhile you are thinking, who don't know about Samsung, right? So actually Samsung is very advanced in terms of research and technology. For example, for Samsung Mobile, they have their own processors, they have their own user interfaces, and also they have their own AI, which is known as Galaxy AI. So in order to interconnect all these technologies, we need software engineers. So the guest for today's podcast is Rohan Jaiswal, who completed his BTech from Government Engineering College. After that, he completed his MTech from IIT Guwahati. Now he is working as a senior software engineer at Samsung Research. So in this podcast, we will cover his entire journey from GATE preparation, learnings from IIT Guwahati, his Samsung interview experience, and also we will know a bit about his work life at Samsung Research. So if you are someone who are preparing for GATE, or if you are someone who just started learning AI, make sure you watch this entire podcast. So without any further ado, let's get started. So hi Rohan Bro, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, hi. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you so much for accepting my invitation and giving you some of your valuable time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So bro, can you briefly introduce about your background?
Yeah, hi. Hi, my name is Rohan Jaiswal, and I'm currently working as a senior engineer at Samsung R&D Institute, Bangalore, also known as Samsung Research, as Joshua mentioned, right? And here I am working since around 1 year, and I'm basically involved in AI/ML stuff in Samsung Research, and a little bit about my background in academics. So I completed my MTech in 2023 from IIT Guwahati in Computer Science and Engineering, and yeah, I'm here now.
So bro, right after your BTech, you have cracked TCS and also you got a teaching offer letter from Geeks for Geeks. So what led or what motivated you to go for masters?
Yeah, I mean, in the TCS, like in the running year, I cracked GATE, okay, but I got a rank around 2300, so I was getting NITs and all. Like being in TCS, it was not very challenging, but yeah, there were perks of TCS definitely. But like I was not able to do and perform what I can perform in those companies. Okay, what I am capable of performing. So there are very abstractions in the kind of work you do. Like you don't know the end-to-end thing, like what you are working and whether it will be fruitful or not, whether it will impact people or not. So those were only limited to that thing only. You will know ki this is the work you have to do. Okay, this is the work you have to do, and you have to go. Then again, some other work will come and do this work, and that's it. So you don't know the everything about a particular thing, why you are doing it, and how it will impact your career, and what is the trajectory, your future trajectory, so that kind of thing. So I was very much frustrated there because of the work. So I didn't like the work there, and so I tried to make it a try to give it a try to GATE. So at the running year of my 4th year, so I gave that, and I got 2300 AIR. So I already told you I got some NITs, but I was not very much satisfied with the course curriculum and all. So I'm not demeaning any NITs, but I was not satisfied. It was for my personal satisfaction that if I have I had a feeling like if I had worked so hard, so why I settle for less? So okay, so I was that kind of mindset. So why settle for less? Like, you have only one chance, and that was masters only. Like, I previously also had, after 12th, a chance to go to IIT, but due to some financial circumstances, yeah, you can say, circumstances, so I couldn't enroll into some coaching or anything. So I practiced by myself only. So because of those practice, I somehow cracked the government job of the state level colleges. So that's why I had one regret. So this time I thought, okay, let's make it a try again. So this is my last chance. So somehow I have to get a seat in IIT. So so these thoughts were coming on my mind. So I thought, okay, let's give it a try again, and let's prepare for IIT. Let's not settle for NITs or any other college. I dropped 1 year, and I practiced for GATE again. So at the second attempt, I was able to get a rank around, I think it was AI 262, and so with that rank, I got an admission in IIT Guwahati, and after that, the course case and all started.
So, bro, as you mentioned, I think you are in your final year of your BTech. You secured like a 2300 rank, and after taking 1 year like a break, and you have prepared again, you secured around 262 rank. So, you have a huge improvement in your rank. So now let us talk about a bit about your GATE preparation. So, what strategy you have followed for the GATE preparation, like for the entire GATE preparation?
The one mantra which I used to follow that time, in my one of the previous podcasts also, that time I used to say, so one mantra is that no matter what, I will not compromise with GATE. Okay, so like that I used to think, ki if you compromise with GATE will compromise with you. Okay, so that is the mantra. So either give it all in or don't give it at all. Like, if you compromise like with any subject, or these are some of the questions like whether I should prepare for this subject or not to get a rank, whether I should prepare this part of this subject or not to get a good rank. It is important to prepare. So these were the things I just ignored this question, because I was very much confident, and I was very much dedicated to study no matter what. I used to sit around like 9 to 10 hours of sitting easily each day for preparation. I mean, I had very less time in the second attempt, because after GATE was over on the first attempt, I took a gap of like 3 to 4 months, I guess, more than that even. Like, I started preparation second time in the month of October or November. Okay, so I had very less time, so I didn't celebrate any festival, I didn't celebrate anything outdoor, any like no social life. And also, like, it was a plus point because that year it was a COVID-19 year, so no one was going outside. So it helped me a little bit in some way. So and like in the first attempt, I was not at all able to give mock tests, and like I wasn't able to make a scheduled plan. Like, I always say in my videos that you should make a deadline oriented plan instead of just planning. Just make a deadline oriented plan, that these are the subjects, these are the number of days, and these are the number of chapters in one subject. So total number of days divided by the number of chapters, I mean the number of subjects, that will give you a rough idea about how many days you should give to a subject, right? And then what number of days you got each per subject, then you can divide the number of days into number of days per chapter of that subject. So like that, you have to make your schedule, proper schedule. No matter what, you have to follow that schedule. Otherwise, you won't be able to like get time for attempting test series, for attempting revisions, for attempting mock tests. So make a plan with deadlines. Otherwise, like, you will get involved in one particular subject so much that you will feel ki this is also important, this is also important, this is also important, I should cover this, I should cover this. So like that, people will start going deeper and deeper into one subject only, and they will not have much number of days for other subjects. So that's why make always deadline oriented, and always don't get too much into a particular subject, because gate is not your PhD. Gate is just a test of your how much breadth wise you can cover, not how much depth wise you can cover. So yeah, try to give more number of questions, try to attempt more number of questions, mocks, PYQs, and these things. So yeah, previously I couldn't do division, I couldn't attempt tests, so I didn't had I didn't had the calculation of timing, how much time I should give to each questions in the actual gate exam. So I was very much uh, naive on attempting mock test. So these are the things, areas which I improved later attempt.
Okay, so as you said, you have not celebrated any of the festivals during your preparation. I think you have celebrated after your great gate results.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, somewhat, because even after the result, I was very much skeptical about whether I will get a direct admission or not, or I have to sit with interviews, like, because some IITs used to take interviews before your admission. So I was little worried about that, because in the 2021 the cutoff was very, like, it was very unusual, because in the previous month, in my in my rank, one used to get IIT Kanpur, like a higher level of IITs. But in our year, suddenly the people who joined in the COVID wala batch, like in 2020, they again tried to set for counseling in 2021. So because of them, the rank got, like, a person who is getting IIT Kanpur in 250, now getting IIT Kanpur in like around 200 or 150, like that. You getting, so they also sat for counseling this time, so the cutoff went or high. So that's why I was little worried, but yeah, once I got the seat, I was pretty happy that time.
So, like, bro, after your rank was declared, like you have secured All India rank 262. After that, you have to apply to specific IITs. So, apart from IIT Guwahati, what IITs you have applied?
I had applied for IIT Kanpur, IIT Madras, IIT Bombay, all the top seven IITs, not more than that. I didn't I applied for Hyderabad, which yeah, definitely comes under top seven, and I didn't apply for any new IITs. I applied for all the old IITs. Yeah.
So, finally, you got seat from IIT Guwahati. So, like, IIT Guwahati is one of the beautiful campus across the India. So, like, what is your initial impressions on IIT Guwahati campus?
So I still remember the day when I went there. So the gate itself, like the road, when you enter the IIT Guwahati, so the road, like, will it will be very blissful. It's like I had never seen that kind of view of my of. In the cities, you barely find any kind of views like that, because my first semester was COVID, so it was online semester only. So in the second semester, we went to the campus, and I still remember that day when we entered, and it was the roadway. It was very misty because it rained few times back, so it was very misty, and it was very winter in January there. So it was very, the road was very clean. There were greenery all around you. There were pine trees, gulmohar trees, and all the, like, very shapeful kind of plants. They used to, like, maintain their gardens and all. And there is one horned rhino statue in the entrance when you go, because Assam is famous for one horned rhino. And the whole campus was, like, covered with ice and white thick layer, so it was very mesmerizing that time. So yeah, it is actually a blend of greenery and what do you call, ice and the mountains. So, like, if you talk about IIT Mandi or IIT Jammu, so these are all around, like, only the ice and thing, right? And snow, too much of snow and all. But in IIT Guwahati, you will have a cool weather, hot weather. You will enjoy the mountains around you. Like, even like from my hostel room, I used to see sunrise coming from mountains. So like that, I used to had my hostel room like that. So yeah.
Okay. I think that's why IIT Guwahati is said to be one of the beautiful campus in the country.
Yeah, exactly.
So, bro, now let us talk about your learnings from IIT Guwahati. So, as you said, from your BTech, like you have learned all the foundation subjects. So, in the masters, everyone expect we will learn a bit advanced subject in the masters. So in these 2 years, like what subjects or what languages or what skills you have learned?
So yeah, in masters I was majorly in ML and AI thing. So I was in computer science engineering, but from the second year you used to have your thesis work. So basically your MTech thesis work. So for that I was under the supervision of Sanasan Ranveer Singh sir, who is a professor in AI/ML in IIT Guwahati. So from that, from second year, I started like involving into AI/ML stuff. So NLP, if you know, like it is natural language processing. So yeah, so I was involved in there. So I learned PyTorch, TensorFlow. Majorly, I was doing coding in PyTorch, and then I started learning deep learning, then machine learning. So there are courses of Mitesh Kapra, which is who is a professor from IIT Madras, and he's also having an NPTEL course on YouTube for free. So and then Andrew NG for machine learning. So these are the courses I did, and yeah, I made a foundationally strong background in AI/ML, and so that's why I was able to crack Samsung research also. So yeah, so these are the things like the advanced things I learned. So we also have the design of algorithms. Okay, so we call it DAA, design analysis and algorithms. I think so. It is. I don't remember the full form, but we used to call it DAA. So and we had mathematics or computer science. We had AIML, as I said, and then I don't remember the subjects, man. But yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
Majorly, I was doing AIML stuff.
So, bro, like if we look into the roadmap for AML, so first we have to learn a programming language, which could be either Python or R. After that, we have to learn the mathematics, like subjects like calculus, probability, or statistics. After that, we have to learn the AML concepts. If you want to go in depth in artificial intelligence and machine learning, we have to learn like a deep learning and NLP, as you said. So, like, what are the AML concepts you have learned in your masters?
Like what are the concept is not like that, but you have to learn everything from AI. Like you have to cover like in ML also, in DL also, you have transformers, you have BERT, you have LSTM, you have the recurrent neural network, you have convolution neural network, then you have feed forward network. Then these are the deep learning stuff. Then in ML you can learn like the fundamental ML, like decision trees, forest, and what do you call the clustering method, supervised learning, unsupervised learning. These are the things we have to learn. Then the kind of clustering, the KNN is K nearest neighbor, and these are the things we have to study. So I was from computer science in BTech also, and I was from science in 12 also. So I know differentiation and all these basic stuff, the fundamental maths. So I was not. I was also knowing the probability because it was in BTech and 11 12 also. So you have like Pi's theorem, then and conditional probability, these things. So and the distribution, binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, the sort of distributions you study in probability and stats, then mean, median, mode, these things. And so yeah, these are were strong. So I didn't refer much of the maths before starting these things. So yeah, I directly jumped into AI, and I didn't do any course also, like rigid like A to Z course. Like what I did it actually bottom wise, like whatever I was in whatever concept I used to face difficulty, I used to watch that video and get some knowledge, and then again switch to some other video. If I want it, I watch a video and I learned it, and later on, it is not preferred when you have time. So in IIT the actually in IIT you don't get time. Okay, so the real struggle starts once you get into IIT. Okay, so gate is nothing.
Most people, what they will think is gate, we have to do lot of hard work for the gate itself, but many people don't know, like after entering into IIT we have to do extra hard work.
Yeah, exactly. So a gate is nothing with respect to what kind of life you go through in IIT. Okay, so there is very much tension running around your head, like the assignments, like assignment, multiple subjects, and then you have PPTs, you have presentations, then you have many things like many things you have to learn. Then you have obviously your placement. You have to study DSA, then you have to do the low level designs, high level design, then you have to do a DSA. After that, if you are in ML, then you have to learn MLAI also, deep learning also. So there is a lot of thing you have to like grind yourself in order to get placed. Many people feel it's a luck, but yeah, I agree. There is a yeah, I feel there is luck, some sort of, but there is a lot of hard work behind that also.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you cannot escape hard work. So yeah, these are the things I covered. So if you have time, I will suggest to go to A to Z wala course. So you will understand why, because you will, if you do a bottom up approach now, like if you are doing it like topic wise you are studying, so you will know what it is. Okay, you will know what is k nearest neighbor. But yeah, but if you have time, if you do a to Z wala course, so at that time you will know, yeah, what is k nearest neighbor. But you will also know why you are using KNN, because in that you know what was the constraint in the previous sort of models and why we have moved to KNN. Or you can say like what was the limitation of LSTM and then why we moved to transformers. Like if you want to know what is transformer, you can directly go and watch transformer. If you want to know what is LSTM, you can directly go and learn LSTM. But if you want to know why we switched from LSTM to transformer, then A to Z wala kind of course will help you to know this, why we are using this, why we are using that, why not this loss, why Adam optimizer, why binary cross entropy. So yeah, so these are the things.
I think you have covered like a complete AML, deep learning, and NLP as well. I hope like you have did few projects as well. Like after that, like have you done like any internships or have you participated in any events or hackathons?
We don't get time in IITs. There's already 2 years only, and yeah, and in if you talk about work, I'm completely doing a completely different thing what I did in my MTech.
Okay, like what kind of projects you have did, bro? Like in your masters?
In my masters, I used to have AIML projects like my MTech thesis was in incongruent news article detection. So basically, like it will say whether it is a fake news or not based on the content of the news. So yeah, it was a multimodal incongruent news article detection in in Hindi language.
So, bro, in the masters, like you have learned all the theory as well as practicals, and also you have built like few projects. So now you are ready for the placements. So, what is the process for the placements at IIT Guwahati?
The process is mostly like in IITs, old IITs is same only. So like as I said, I was doing AIML, so I was also filling the data science kind of roles while the placement season. So I also I even have like to prove it, like you have to give proof what kind of work and what are the achievement you show. So I also have my MTech thesis published in international conference icon it is called. Okay, so I have a paper there. So in the placement used to have in December 1st, starts from actually October end. So you have all the returns in 1 month. Like you will have one complete 1.5 month, 1 or 1.5 month for all the online assessments. So all the companies will not come, but they will take the online assessments. And based on those online assessment, you will every Friday or Tuesday, I guess, every Friday we used to have a list of names, but like with respect to each company. So the list will come and you will have to see like whether your name is there or not. So if your name is there, so you are shortlisted, you have cracked the online assessment. So once the 30 up to like 25th of November, you will have all the OA done, right? So you will know that which of the now interview will start. So you will know what are the companies interview you are going to give. So from day one at 12 o'clock in the night, your placement interviews will start. So each day is divided into 2 to 3 slots. So basically from 12 to 8 in the morning or 6 in the morning is the.
So like you will have interviews in the night also?
Yeah, in the night also they used to have. So like even you have online assessment anytime, like they can call you at 11 o'clock in the night or 7 o'clock in the morning. So basically they try to schedule this online assessment either early morning or from the evening to night, because in the meantime they used to have classes, we used to have classes, so they cannot go, right? So that's why so back to back OS sometimes happens. So it's I told you, no, it's not very easy. So you have to do many things. So in the night of 1st December 12 o'clock, your slot will start day one. Okay. So even before, like in the 31st November, there is called day zero. So many very many good companies, like the top notch companies, Google, Microsoft, will come in day zero. So you have day one, then from 12 o'clock till 5 to 6 you have day 1.1. So day one, slot one, basically. Then from 8 o'clock to 12 or 1 to 2 o'clock you will have slot 2 of day one. Then I guess from 4 o'clock, or I think 4 o'clock to till 8, 9, 10 p.m. you have slot 3 slot, so 1.3. So in day one you have 3 slots, and then again that night you will sleep because people are already awakened from last day, already tired. So from day two, that the first slot will start at 8 a.m. in the morning. I mean 2nd December. So 2nd December 8 a.m. the second slot will start. It will go up to 12 to 1, and then again the 2.2 will start from 4 to 9 or 10 in the night.
Okay. So like a total how many days will be there, bro, for the interviews?
So actually, like mostly the computer science placement used to wrap up in 3 to 4 days, max 5 days. But like will wrap up. The walk-ins will be there, so walk-in interviews. So mostly CSE, for CSE 3 to 4 days are enough. But like for the last few years, because of this recession and all, it is taking a lot of time to get placed. And even in my year, it was 2023 and 2023. Yeah, so it was the companies. Many companies withdrawn their applications. They didn't come for recruiting, so it was a very mess. Even after getting into IITs, it is not sure you will get a job or not. So the time was very bad actually, and even the later year, when our juniors placements were going on, that time also, like the scene was even worse than ours. So I mean, you used to have these kind of stuff also. So that's why better to be prepared.
So bro, as you said, we have 3 slots for the interview. I hope you also gone through the interviews for the placements. So like how is your placements interview experience? So can you briefly share about that?
Yeah, it is very tiring. It is very tiring, man. It is very tiring. Like experience is very tiring because you have to repeat, like you have to face a lot of rejections. You have to stay very strong because you will see that your friends are getting praised and you are not getting any calls. So it will require a lot of your motivation, a lot of your self motivation, or you can say self strength to face these situations. And people will come and they will get accepted and you will be not accepted. So again, from day two you have to get back to your suit again, and you have to gather your confidence, and again you have to sit for the interview. The same thing you will say, the same kind of question people the interviewee will ask, I mean the interviewer will ask, and you have to introduce yourself again and again and again. So it is very traumatic actually, because the placement is very random in IITs. It will like the people who are not very much into studies will get placed before you. Okay, and the people who have studied very much will wait and will get placed after them. So there will be very what to call random thing.
Random thing.
Yeah, it is totally kismat connection. So their kind of luck plays a very vital role.
Okay, so I think you are working a lot in the AI stuff at Samsung Research. So, bro, like these days, AI is doing a lot of things. So, like if you are giving any text, it will generating an image, or if you are giving any prompt, it will automatically creating a website for us. So, like according to you, like what is the role of AI in the next 1 decade?
According to me, I think according to me, the AI will. Many people are afraid ki like AI will take their job, but don't worry. If you are not adapting yourself with the AI, and if you're not improving with the help of AI, then definitely AI will take your job. But even AI wants human resource. Okay, if you train with an enormous data, then also like it will require human to feed data. so to curate data, and AI will never be able to beat human mind, because
Yeah,
yeah,
because
so
humans itself created the AI, right?
created the AI, right? So just try to adapt yourself. So I think in the after a decade, uh, AI will definitely grow a lot. There will be a time when, like, I think the science fiction movies what you see will become reality, and yeah. So like you don't have to touch your phone to do any of the activity. Like now only you can see the series doing a lot of things what you couldn't imagine 10 years back. So that time also, like, you will say take a picture or start a video in this style, in this way, in this amplitude, I mean aperture, in this exposure, it will set it automatically, and it will shoot. So you don't have to do it manually. So I think those things are near.
So, bro, any tips or any suggestions you want to give for the upcoming people who are recently started learning AI?
Yeah, I mean, try to connect dots. Don't be very overwhelmed with the AI stuff. So try to make your foundation very good, so that you can go to the complex concepts, you can say. Because yeah, LLMs and generative AI seems very overwhelming and very interesting. So people will get into those things without knowing how a loss function works, how what is gradient descent, what is the work of activation functions, what is the, like, what are the neural networks, how neural network works, what is back propagations. So these are the things you will, like, people will ask you when you are going to interview. They will not ask you what is LLM, how LLM works. Definitely they will ask you these things, but they will test your fundamentals before all of this. Okay? So you have to make your algorithm strong, your ML fundamentals strong, and your algorithms databases strong to crack any company, and DSA obviously.
So, this is the final question for this podcast, bro. Like, how someone can contact you?
Yeah, you can ping me on LinkedIn or on Instagram. I reply to Instagram messages and I reply to LinkedIn messages. You can, if your friends sending me any connection, please write a message also, like what kind of question you want to ask. Otherwise, I may overlook, right? So if you are sending me any invitation, so kindly write a short message before sending it, and you can message me on Instagram, and you can mail me also. Like I have an email for all the doubt clearance regarding gate. So you can gate, or you can ask me like AIML stuff, Samsung stuff, IIT stuff, anything on my mail. So that is basically resolve your doubt at the rate gmail.com. So I and my friend Truville used to handle this Gmail account. So yeah, any one of us can reply.
So, guys, I will give the Rohan Jaiswal, bro, social media handles links in the description. So, if you are someone like who are preparing for GATE, or if you have any doubt regarding AI, make sure you ping from description. Like, you have given so much value to our audience. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Joshua. Thanks for inviting me. It was a great time having this conversation.
So this is the end of the podcast, guys. I hope you got a lot of information through this podcast. Rohan Jaiswal bro has shared a lot of information with you guys. So I hope you got a lot of value. So if you think you have got value from this podcast, make sure you hit the like button, and also please share your thoughts as well as your opinions in the comment section. And also I will upload these kind of podcasts in the future. So if you want to be notified when I upload those podcasts, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications just by hitting that bell icon. So this is your Joshua Kamlakar signing off.